Hi lovelies, how are you? What is this hand? Hi lovelies, how are you doing? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Sulola, and today, as you can see from the title, I'll be talking to you about what self-love is. And that's just because I know that that's something that I've been actively practicing for myself, consciously in the last, I want to say two years. Yes, in the last like 1 year to 2 years, just being like really active and just really being self-aware on how to practice more of self-love. And I do know that not enough people love themselves the way they should love to others, right? The things that we take, the things that we do, how we let others treat us. It's clear that it's not coming from a place of self-love, of self-respect. It's not coming from a place of choosing yourself above others, because that's what's necessary. Sometimes it might sound selfish, but you just really need to choose yourself, like, okay, this makes me happy, or this is not pleasing to me. So if you're interested in that, keep watching the video, and please make sure to subscribe and smash the like button. That sounds like such a YouTube thing to say, smash the like button, but yes, please smash it because it improves engagement and I really need that. I chose this topic today because as much as I know that everyone is trying to love themselves, and we're all speaking about it, we're all talking about it, I also know that there's this really brave, like I spoke of in my last video, to find somebody to love. Meanwhile, you're not even really taking the time to love yourself, or maybe you're trying to love yourself but you're just not really sure how to really work it out. To be honest, self-love is different for everybody in different ways. How I love myself is different from how somebody else will love themselves, because we all have different needs, and it's just about identifying what that need is in yourself. But through these basic things that I want to share, it's supposed to be like a guideline for everyone. These are the basic things that will not compromise your self-respect, that will allow you to love yourself, that will allow you to keep your dignity, and allow you to always choose yourself above all others. One thing that I would say is comparison. Please stop comparing yourself to others. If you want to love yourself fully, you can't love yourself if you keep comparing yourself to another person. You will always either fall short, because there will always be somebody that will be better than you. I saw a tweet today that said, oh, looking at all your mates that are doing so much better than you, and you want to cry. And someone else is like, you see people that are even younger than you doing better than you. So if you don't stop that, you will kill yourself, and that's just a fact. And if you're constantly comparing yourself, you will never find yourself good enough, like I'm saying. So please stop that. That's the first step to loving yourself, because if you don't find yourself enough, if you don't think I am enough, I am valuable, then you cannot love yourself fully. Like, it's okay to look at others and let them inspire you to do better. Let them inspire you to want to improve yourself, to grow. But if you're seeing others and they're just making you pull down yourself or invalidate your own work, then that's a problem. Second thing to watch out for is definitely people pleasing. Oh my god, wanting to seem nice, not wanting to upset others, not wanting to do things that I don't want to make this person not like me, I want to really be liked. Let me tell you, this desperation to be liked is gonna be the beginning of problems for you, because you're not going to be able to please everybody. It's just not possible. There's this popular story about, and everybody has heard of this story, about the man and the horse and his child, and how the man had his child on the horse, and then people were like, oh, look at this child, so mannerless, so disrespectful, he's on the horse while his father is working. Children of nowadays, they have no respect for their parents. So the father gets the boy to come down, he gets on the horse, and people are like, wow, look at this father, so heartless. Look at this young child using his leg to sweep the floor. This child must be tired. This father is very wicked. So the father then gets his son on the horse. Both of them are on the horse. Then they meet another group of people. Wow, human beings are very wicked. How can you be treating this poor horse this way? These are human beings, most wicked that God has created. So both of them get down so that the horse can be walking on its own, and everybody's walking on their own, trying to please everybody else. And then it's like, how can human beings be so dumb? How can you have a horse and then still be walking? What were horses made for, if not for you to ride on them so that you can relieve yourself? So who would they listen to? What should they have done? I think at some point they ended up with the horse on their head. I'm not sure, maybe that's just me. And but that's what will happen to you if you're trying to please others, if you're trying to do what other people would give you thumbs up for. Everybody cannot give you thumbs up, and honestly, it's your own thumbs up that really matters. I'm just kidding. I need you all to give me thumbs up while watching this video. Give me thumbs up now. No, but seriously, I know that when I had my short hair on, when I first cut my hair and I dyed it blonde, my dad was like, oh, I don't like this your head the way it is. I was like, but I do. And then he had nothing to say for like how many seconds, and he was like, Lola yi, like this Lola. And then the thing is that people will always show, you know, they always say, oh, I don't like this about, I don't like what this is you're doing, or I don't like that, or I don't like this. But what really matters is, and you should definitely listen to the opinion of people that you love, your family, your parents, for sure. But there's a difference between listening and just blindly following because you want to please them. You have to be sure that it also aligns with what you want. So I wanted to cut my hair. That was what I wanted, right? And that's not, it's not only about cutting hair. It's just basically about, you know, your life decisions, things that you want to do. Make sure you're not just trying to please others, because you will play yourself. Third thing I'll say to you is to turn negative words into positive words. So I know that's something that you likely have seen a lot. People are speaking a lot about affirmations, positive affirmations and all of that. And I don't do affirmations. It's not really my thing. I tried it because it was popularized on the internet. Not really my thing. However, if I'm thinking of something negatively and I feel like it's affecting me, and you know, I'm just really worried about something, instead I try to turn it around to think of more positive things. And when I do something really small that is positive, I go on about how, oh my god, you're so amazing at that. Yesterday, for example, I had an interview and I was supposed to manage it, right? It went well, and I'm like, look at you, rock star, you're crushing it, you're killing it. And then that just really made me feel really good about myself. And so when you do something, if there's anything at all that you feel negatively about, or you're not feeling confident about, turn it into the positive. Turn every little part of it into the positive. If it's like, oh, look at how hardworking I am, even if you fail at it, look at how much effort I put into this. Imagine if I try again. Imagine if I'm consistent at it. So keep on looking for the positive in anything that you do, or that if it's your body that you don't love or anything, think of the positive parts, your best features that you actually like. Ignore the ones that you don't like. If it's about your skills, if it's about your work, if it's about your character, think of the positive parts. Work on improving obviously the negative things that you don't feel good about, but focus on the positive. And also recognize that there are some negatives that you just cannot help, like your body, apart from surgery. Yeah, something that will block you from fully practicing self-love and loving yourself is toxic people. Get rid of them. Imagine trying to, you know, bask in your self-love, say positive things to yourself, stop comparing yourself to others. Then you just have more toxic or many toxic people that surround you, and they're always dragging those other things into your life, like, oh, look at how terribly you did this. You know, bring up all your insecurities, bring up all the things that you don't love about yourself, or bring up all the things that you know, they know that when they say to you will make you feel bad about yourself, and you are just surrounded by them. How do you expect to grow? How do you expect to fully love yourself when you have those people around you? You can't. As you are trying to create your nice Gary, there'll be trickling sand inside it. Ooh, a bit of spice like sugar. You need to avoid them. Avoid toxic people in your life, people that don't make you feel happy. When you're around them, you feel sad. How you know is that you always feel down around them. You don't feel, you know, your best self. You always, you know, your negative voice gets even louder around them. Or when you're by yourself, you can hear negative voice, and that voice sounds exactly like the things that they say to you. They are toxic. Cut it. Something else to do is work on your fears. Yes, the things that you're afraid of, the things that, you know, what's your biggest fear? Maybe being alone. Your biggest fear is, you know, not having anybody to love you. Your biggest fear is that you're not good enough. Your biggest fear is that you're not valuable. Those kind of insecurities, you need to work on them. Work on things that, you know, are preventing you from championing yourself in the best way, but making you think that, yes, I'm a bad bitch. Work on those things through therapy, through mindfulness, through self-awareness, through positive words, through doing things that actively make you happy. Like I said, putting yourself first, right? You have to always find a way to put yourself first. So definitely love others, right? And you know, I believe in all those things, like taking care of others, compromising for the sake of others, maybe for their happiness. But don't do all of these things if they truly, you know, affect your own happiness. If you are really going to be sad, what's the point of making yourself sad to make somebody else happy? If that person truly loves you like the way you should love yourself, they will not want you to be sad to make them happy. They would want to make sure that you're also happy. So make sure that you're not putting yourself down just to put others up. Even if you're pursuing your own wants, your own ambitions, maybe to push your friend, your partner, your family's own for the moment, you know that you're not at least putting it down totally. It's just on pause, and it's not something that is, you know, still being affected negatively. It's just on pause till you can get back to it. But if you're actually knocking yours down, you're actually blocking yours, not just pausing in any kind of way, and you know that the other person will not do the same for you, e.g. they are toxic, then that's a problem. You know, that's going to prevent you from fully loving yourself, because loving yourself means allowing yourself to grow. Loving yourself means working on yourself. Loving yourself means pushing your own boundaries and succeeding, excelling, all of the good things that you want for yourself and that you want for others, and that you should want for others, because I don't know if you're rich, do what's good for others. Final thing I would say is make yourself happy in whatever way that you can. So I feel like that's pretty obvious, right? But sometimes we kind of hold ourselves back by saying, oh, is that something that you really need, or is that something that, you know, that you must really have, or that you really want, you know, just questioning things and restricting ourselves from having like whoever will make us happy, or we think that, oh, maybe we don't really need that to be happy. But if anything makes you happy at all, then you should do it. Like, for example, if I want to buy something, even if it's like food, or buy a particular outfit, or buy anything, if I feel like I really want that, I don't want to think about, oh, do you really need this right now? I'm just like, you know what, it will make me happy, and I try to reward myself. So I reward myself with whatever I want, because it's my money. So I think that definitely take your happiness wherever you can get it. If binging series right now is what will make you happy, then do it. Later you can make up by working extra hard, or whatever it is that you feel like you should be doing, that your brain is telling you to do. You can do those things, but make sure that you're also indulging yourself. That would make you happy in general, I think, because you're just doing the little things that are building up to make yourself happy. If you keep muting yourself, keep holding yourself back from the things that, you know, that you want to do, you genuinely want to do, and I don't think I'll ever learn the difference between genuinely and genuinely, that you really want to do, then I think that you should for sure go ahead and do it. That's like, to me, the most basic form of like self-care and self-love. And yeah, don't overdo, of course, but you should definitely practice it. Do the little things that make you happy, that put a smile on your face, that you really want. If you found this video helpful or useful in any way, or you found it interesting, whichever, all of the above, please make sure that you share with your friends, and then you share with anyone else that you think would enjoy this. Also drop a comment if you'll be practicing any of these things, hopefully all of these things, and just let me know what way that you practice self-love and how you are intentional about loving yourself. I would love to hear it. Maybe I can add that to my list of things to also do for myself. Anyways, thank you for watching as always, and I'll see you in my next video.